All right, let's dive into something that's, pretty fundamental to our health. We're going to talk about germs versus genes. Basically, we're breaking down the huge difference between the kinds of sicknesses you can catch and the ones you can't. Understanding this is key to staying healthy. So, have you ever stopped to think about this? Like, why is it you can totally catch a cold from someone, but you can't catch something like diabetes? It seems obvious, but why? Well, the answer to that question is actually super important, and it splits diseases into two totally different camps. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the spreaders. These are exactly what they sound like, the diseases that get passed around. So what makes a disease communicable? Simple. It means it can spread from one person to another. And the culprit is always some tiny living thing called a pathogen. You can think of these as little invaders, right? Like bacteria or viruses that get into your body and cause an infection. And you definitely know these guys. We're talking about the flu, the common cold, COVID-19, chickenpox, strep throat. I mean, the list goes on. These are the classics, right? They're the reason we're always told to wash our hands. Knowing how they work is the first step in stopping them. So, how do these little germs get around? Well, they're pretty sneaky. They can travel when you touch someone who's sick or through the air when someone coughs or sneezes. They can even hang out on stuff like doorknobs or phones, just waiting for a ride. They are expert hitchhikers, for sure. This kind of makes you think, right? What are some of the ways you already protect yourself from these germs? You probably do a bunch of them without even thinking. Stuff like washing your hands or covering your mouth when you cough. Believe it or not, those simple things are some of the most powerful weapons we have. All right, let's switch gears. We've talked about the spreaders, now let's talk about the insiders. And yeah, these work in a totally different way. And here's the absolute key difference. You can't catch a non-communicable disease from another person, period. Instead, they usually come from a mix of things, like your genetics, the stuff you're born with, your lifestyle choices, and even your environment. So what are we talking about here? Things like asthma, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, even obesity. You can't catch these by sharing a drink with a friend. They develop from inside your own body, a lot of times over many years. But here's the cool part, the empowering part. You might not be able to change your genes, but your lifestyle choices, they make a huge difference in lowering your risk. Eating good food, moving your body, getting enough sleep, not smoking. These are basically your body's superpowers. So take a second. What's one healthy thing you're already doing to keep your body strong? Seriously, think about it. Maybe you go for walks. Maybe you eat your veggies. Pat yourself on the back for that because every little bit helps. Okay, so now that we've looked at both sides, let's put them head to head. Germs versus genes. This will make it crystal clear. You can really see the difference here, can't you? On one side, you've got communicable diseases. Can they spread? Yep. Caused by outside germs. Think the flu. On the other side, non-communicable. Can they spread? Nope. Caused by that mix of genetics, lifestyle, and environment. Think heart disease. Totally different ballgames. Okay, so knowing the difference is great, but what do we do with that information? Let's pull it all together into a simple checklist for staying healthy no matter what you're up against. Here it is, your all-in-one health checklist. And what's so cool about this is that these habits work for both kinds of diseases. Washing your hands, that stops the spreaders. But staying active and eating well, that builds up your body's internal defenses against the insiders. See? It all works together. All right, we've covered a lot. So how about a quick pop quiz to see what's stuck? Let's do a little knowledge check. First question, the flu. Is it communicable or non-communicable? What do you think? You got it. It is absolutely communicable. The flu virus loves to jump from person to person, so it's a classic spreader. Okay, next up. Can you catch diabetes from your friend? Nope. No way. It's non-communicable. Remember, it's all about those insider factors, not germs you can catch. And for the last one, name just one way you can help prevent those communicable diseases, the spreaders. Yes, you got it. Washing your hands is a huge one. So is covering your coughs. Anything that stops those germs in their tracks. Awesome job! You are officially a health superstar. And see, knowing this stuff isn't just for a test, it's for real life. It helps you make smart choices for yourself and everyone around you. So let's end on this thought, okay? It really boils down to this. Healthy choices today equal a stronger you tomorrow. Whether you're fighting off germs from the outside or building up your strength from the inside, the power is in those small, smart things you do every single day.